This episode we are super busy. We've got 2 new crops we need to bring in, potentially 2 new production chains to get involved with, and let's not forget, Dusty is back in the valley. Hit subscribe, like the video, help the channel. Let's hit it. Welcome back everyone, it's lovely to see you all. I've had a little bit of a break with Dusty taking the reins in the last episode. We've been busy around here, we've had a channel birthday, we've had my birthday, but I'm glad to be back. Just look at our garden here up at the farm. Finally got some water and some straw in there, so those are growing quite nicely. We got strawberries, we got tomatoes. There's an awful lot going on. 1 month and things have changed quite considerably. Fall is definitely here. Look at the colours of these leaves, lovely golds and ambers and bronzes. The grass around here is long. I didn't actually cut this last time. I wanted to leave it just for the meadow. I want the flowers and the bees and all that sort of stuff, which is really good. It's good to give the insects a place to live and a place to flourish. So we left that one, but the other 3 fields I think will be ready for another mow anytime soon. But right in front of me is the thing I really want to look at. This is one of the 2 major jobs that we're going to have to deal with today. And I do say we because Dusty has landed at the airport about 2 hours ago. He should be here any minute now. Yeah, this is looking great. This cotton is ready to go. The issue we have is we don't have any equipment to actually pick it. We're going to have to be careful about what we do today. We need to sell some stuff. We've got milk, butter, cheese. That all needs to be sold, and I think we will make a tidy profit. Let's just have a quick look at where we are with certain things. 8:24 in the morning. It's October. We've got some rain coming. Oh goodness, we best get our harvest done before the rain arrives. 42, call it 43 grand in the bank. It's making me nervous, everyone. I must admit, 43 grand is not a lot. But as I say, we've got some things to sell today. We've got the cotton to deal with. And of course, the big one that we've all been waiting for. We've got to deal with the grapes down at the market garden. And what I'm going to do right now is fill up the tanker here with as much milk as possible, tip off down at the dairy and make sure that operation is full and ready to go. And anything else we have left, I'm going to sell down at the bakery. I think we'll make a tidy bit of profit down there. It's telling me we've got 120,000 available. That's a huge amount of money. So take away what we'll put into the dairy, we are in for some profit. The animals around here are super duper happy. I'm surprised quite how well things have come on in the last month. I will try and give you an update on that later. If I don't get round to doing that today, then I'll just have to do a quick post or a short just for you guys to pick up on. But that's fine. Oh, there's going to be so much going on this episode. Right, let's get into this trailer. Okie dokie, if I just hit this little button on the dash, that should start to fill. There we go, the milk is pumping. 32,000 litres of milk. Right, I just need to wait for Dusty. I'll give him a lift into town. We'll drop the milk off, and then we're going to go visit the grapes. Right, get down and get ready for Dusty to arrive. In fact, there's the coach now. Brilliant timing. Couldn't have done that any better if we tried. There he was. Did you see him right at the front? Alright, let me just ease up here. Hey, Dusty, how was the flight?
Don't even ask, you chip guy. I hate flying.
Hey, I like your beard. You putting your winter coat on already?
Yeah, it's pretty cold out there in no man's land. Gotta keep warm as best you can.
Oh yeah, well what you were saying is you found someone who might be able to keep you warm at night. Hey!
It ain't like that, YouTube guy. I'm just looking to make a friend out there, and I think she could be pretty helpful.
Yeah, I understand that, Dusty. It must be pretty lonely out there on your own, and I'll try and get back as often as I can, but right now we have got a huge amount on. Grab your bag and let's get going.
How things been around here, YouTube guy? Sounds like you've been pretty busy.
Yeah, there's been an awful lot going on, Dusty. And I tell you what, the animals are doing really well. We've had some new births as well. I hadn't realised till I checked just then, before grabbing the tanker. We've got some new calves.
Well, ain't that great news? Are they cows or bulls?
To be honest, unfortunately, they're mostly bulls. I mean, we can sell them and get a little bit of money back, but we really do want the ladies, don't we? We want cows in terms of the milk operation.
Yeah, we do really. But you can't pick and choose. So what is the plan, computer guy?
Well, we're going to send this up to the dairy and get this in for our cheese and butter operation, and anything we've got left we're going to sell, and I think we'll make a nice bit of profit down at the bakery. With that money, I think we're going to start to invest in some more production chains, but before that we've also got to deal with our grapes and our cotton. We are going to be hella busy. Right, Dusty has just let me out. Morning. So that I can get this all started and underway. I need to get the digger set up. I need to get the picker, the harvester. We need the trailer. Oh, there's a lot going on. And this is all new to us. We've not done any grapes before. So I don't quite know how we're going to get on. But the grapes, let's just have a quick look because they are looking juicy. Look at these babies. Oh, lovely. Just crouch down on my poor knees. Look at them. They are tasty. The thing is, when I looked at what grapes are actually selling for previously, we're not actually going to make a lot of money here. It's only about 8 or 9 grand's worth of produce. But if we can make a little bit of money on our milk, we may be able to go and purchase the grape refinery and production chain up in the northeast, I think it is. That'll be fantastic. But I don't want to count my chickens before they've hatched. Wow, the honey's doing all right as well. Yeah, okay, let me get everything underway. We'll start with the little tractor over here, get all that geared up, and Dusty will be finished and down any minute shortly.
Well, that's a full load right there. I'm gonna go pick up the rest from the farm. Go get it sold down at the baker's.
Right, I'm just going to drop the weight about there. It feels like a while since I've been in the Massey, actually. Lovely little tractor, this. It just purrs along. Okay, I'm going to pick up the trailer. The first thing we're going to need to do is harvest the grapes and pop them in the trailer. So if I get this hitched up, then we're all pretty much ready to go. There we go. And then I can grab the harvester and get that in position for Dusty. One thing I've noticed about this little Massey is that it doesn't have a 3-point hitch, so I can't just swap the weight and stick it on the front. But I think we'll be okay. We're not going to be sticking in a huge amount of weight, I wouldn't have thought. Right, let me go down the bottom, turn around and get everything ready. And while I'm down here, just take a look. I had the guys come down from the local horticultural society and they planted us 2 new trees. So we've got one there and we've got one there. Lovely, our orchard is really coming on. I actually think we could fit 2 more in front of our bees right there. Okay, I'm waffling. Let me get this all ready. See you in a minute. Tell you what, the market garden up here is doing really well. Our lettuce and our red lettuce, and inside we've got our melon, which we're just focusing on now, one single crop. That's doing really well. I don't know how much we're going to make on all this when it comes to selling day, but I think it's going to be a tasty profit. There's a load stored away in our little shed here. Let me just give you a very quick glimpse just before I get into the harvester. We've got our butter, we've got some cheese, and there we go, the rest of the produce. We really do need to organise stuff. Oh yes, and also we've got our pruner, which we're going to need to get out in a minute, but let's deal with the actual harvest first. We can worry about pruning the vines later on. Right then, my lady. The old aero grape liner? Don't know the brand. Never dealt with grapes in my life. The 7215 XV. Lovely. Right, let's give it a go. Key in the ignition. Power button. Nice. Right, steering's all good. Let's get ourselves moving and into position. What I'm going to do is I really want to start, but it's tradition to always let Dusty do the first run, typically, especially when it's harvest time. So I think we'll just leave it here. I think we'll just let Dusty decide how he wants to start, bottom up, top down, doesn't really matter. Oh, can't wait.
$42,000 in the bank. Let's see how much we make here. We only made $9,000. They're full. I can't believe this. Every time we come up with some real produce, no one's around to buy the damn stuff.
Ah, Dusty's just pulled up in the landy. I wonder why. Let's go and have a word with him. Seems a bit strange. I hope everything's okay. I wonder how much we made on the milk though. Oh, I bet we made an absolute killing. Alright, Dusty, go on then. How much did we make?
Pretty much nothing, YouTube guy. $9,000. That's all we made there.
What are you talking about, $9,000? I did my calculations. It said we got about 120 grams worth of milk to sell at the baker's.
Yeah, but the bakery's full. All they could pay for was $9,000 worth of milk. I already filled up the dairy. I don't know what we're gonna do with all this produce, YouTube guy. It ain't gonna keep forever.
Oh, Jesus Christ. My whole plan was based around us making enough money there so that we could go and hire the equipment to deal with the cotton, but also so that we've got enough to invest in the grape processing plant.
Well, things are just gonna be real tight now. We got just over $50,000. How much is the grape processing plant?
Oh, I honestly don't know, Dusty. At least 50. I'm hoping it's 50, but it might be more.
Well, I tell you what, either way, we gotta get the grapes in and off the vines today. Let's do that first. We can worry about the finances later on. If you feel we need to sell something in order to keep moving forward, I'd be okay with that.
Oh, I hate selling stuff, Dusty. It feels like you invest in it and then you sell it and you always lose money. But yeah, okay, let's deal with the grapes, because I am actually quite excited about that. Okay, tradition. So you jump in the harvester first. Choose whatever you want to do, and I'll follow up behind with the trailer as and when you need it.
Alright, positive thinking. Let's get moving.
How are you finding it, Dusty?
Yeah, it's real easy, computer guy. Just gotta take your time and make sure you stay online.
It seems to be doing a great job of picking the grapes. How much have you got in there now?
Says I got about 316 liters, 14% off the hopper.
Oh, well, that's all right. Okay, you might manage to get the whole lot done. But let's see how we get on. I can't believe that. I can't believe we've been done yet again with all this massive produce we're coming up with, and actually the end of the chain can't take what we're making. I don't know what to do. We've got enough to get into the grapes, I think. I'm going to have to check. Let me bring up my PDA and see where we are. Just checking these orchards. They look absolutely lovely. Yeah, just bringing up the digital map here, and the grape processing unit is in the northeast around field 42, 43, 44. It doesn't say on here how much it's worth. I might have to make some phone calls. Really want to maximize how much we make with these grapes. 8 grand just isn't going to really cut in terms of the effort we have to put in. But if we can get some grapes or even grape juice out the back of it, then it might all be worth it. Okay, I've just spoke to the realty agent, and yeah, 80 grand. We don't have 80 grand, so what we might do is see how much we can make for the butter and the cheese. I've got figures down here of 50k for the butter, again to the bakery, so the chances are they'll probably take 5k's worth. And then the cheese going to the Shays Mimchi, I think that's what it's called, the ice cream place up near the store. That says 30k. But again, I don't think they're going to be able to take 30k's worth, not that little place. But if we can just make another 30k somewhere, we might be able to go and buy the grape processing unit. Dusty, just shut it down for a second. I've got some not great news.
Where's the fire, computer guy?
Well, fundamentally this, because we're getting screwed over at the end of each of our production chains, we're not making enough money. I don't think we can afford the grape processing unit. That's coming in at 80 grand. We got 50. We need to find 30 from somewhere. We can sell butter and cheese, but I don't think we're going to make 30k's worth.
Well, let's sell what we can, see what the difference is. I've been thinking while I've been doing these rows here, do we really need the animal trailer anymore?
That's a good shout actually. Probably not. Certainly not that big one that we had initially. Perhaps again we should have just rented that as and when we needed it. Yeah, we could probably sell that. That would more than cover the difference. In fact, that would give us an extra should we need it.
Well, if you want to finish up here, have a go in the old harvester now. I'll go and deal with that lot, get it sold down at the store, then maybe we can go up and make a purchase of the grape production chain at the same time as taking in the grapes.
Yes, Dusty, let's do that. Thank goodness. At least we've now got an alternative plan that's going to work. Okay, you sell the equipment, I'll finish up. Oh, I feel much better for that. That was panic stations for a bit there, but I think we are still going to be okay. Right, I just need to lift this up. There we go. And then turn the old picker blades on. And then head off over this line. Just take it easy, Dusty said. Oh, look at that. That's why there's a window underneath. I always wondered. Pretty obvious, really. Ah, oh, brilliant. And the grapes are going in. Fantastic. Right, a line for the next row. It has got a wicked turning circle, but it is still quite tight around here, so we do have to do a bit of a 3-point turn at the end, but that's okay. I love it. Absolutely love it. I'm glad we're getting on with this. I'm glad we've got that solution now to our problem. Dusty's right, we don't need the old big animal trailer anymore. Rain has just started, but should be okay. Oh, am I not straddling this just right? No. My first mistake. I was talking to you, I wasn't really paying attention. Right, back up, get myself properly aligned. There we go. Yes, as I was saying, the rain has come in, but that actually doesn't make a difference when it comes to picking grapes. It's not like harvesting wheat or corn or any of your normal cereals. We can push on, not a problem. So I've been doing alternate rows, which means I can swing all the way around, and it seems to work better this way, a bit quicker. Just means I've got to remember which ones I haven't done previously. So I'll go down and do that one, and then I need to come back up and do one I've just missed a second ago. Sharp turn, bit of brake, and this is the hard bit, just making sure you get right on it. I'm looking down here, got a bit of slippage. Grass is wet and I'm over. There we go. And away we go. Ah, I've missed 2 rows there. Oh, maybe my system isn't quite working. Never mind. And the reason why I haven't been picking up those last few rows is because I am full. I hadn't even noticed. I've been too busy enjoying myself. So I'm going to go get myself alongside the trailer, which I've parked down at the bottom. Let me just navigate around this tight bit here. Wow, it really is tight here, isn't it? Don't scratch the paintwork. Oh no. Just squeeze through. There we go. Down to the bottom and tip off in the trailer. I don't know which side I tip out of. Okay, I've just come up the left-hand side because I thought it tips on the left, but actually all the directions on my screen, on my dials here, says that it comes out the right-hand side. Ah, yes, there are the grapes and the auger, so that would make sense. Right, let me swing around then and see if I can't get tipped off. Right, I think I'm about over. Kind of hard to see, I'm quite high up. I think I'm just going to give it a go. I can always just quickly stop it and reverse it if I need to. Yeah, that seems to work. I'm a little bit on a bank here, so it did kind of rock the back of the trailer, but that's all good. Yes, job done. Right, let me finish pruning all these grapes and then we can get things down, hopefully, to our new production chain if Dusty's plan works.
That'll put a smile back on Computer Guy's face. 121K in the bank now. That should be enough money to invest.
Just onto the final row, get myself aligned. There we go. Now, is the Massey going to be in the way, or can I slip out before I get towards the end? Let's see. Very slowly. I'm being lazy. Yes, I'm out. Just. There we go. Oh, that's worked a treat. Worked an absolute treat. Right, through the hedge, back to the trailer, tip off, park up, and then see how Dusty's been getting on with his deals down at the store. In fact, there he is up there now. Brilliant. I'm super happy with that. Great stuff. Right, I just need to make sure I'm off. I need to lower myself down. What a great bit of equipment. I tell you what, the more specialised the equipment is, the more fun you have with it. I love it. Let's do more grapes. There we are then, all parked up, engine off. Brilliant. Job done. Ahoy hoy there, Dusty. How'd you get on?
All good news. Think this'll put a smile back on your face. 121 grand in the bank. We made just shy of 70 grand on the old trailer there. That ain't too bad at all.
Well, we got enough money to invest then, Dusty. Right, let's get ourselves up to the grape refinery, get that bought, get the grapes in, and make some proper money. Well, it's been a long while since I've been up here to the workshop and store, but if I can get the grape processing unit purchased, then we can get that production chain underway. And as ever, there's no one in here, everyone's probably out the back. What I might have a look at actually is whether or not we can pick up or rent the equipment we need for our cotton harvest, although to be honest, with the weather the way it is, we may have to wait a little while. I'm not too bothered now I've got the grapes in. That was the job that was pressing. They were super ripe. We were running out of time on that one. I'm just having a look on the online store while one of the chaps gets the paperwork for the grape processing plant, and I'm having a look at this case here. This cotton picker, the Module Express 635, is exactly what we need. This is the smallest one they do, and even this is going to come in at 25 grand if we rent it for 1 month. And the deal is done. We are the proud owners of the grape processing unit. Dusty can get those grapes in straight away.
I best go in and introduce myself. There's a new boss in town.
Just grabbing myself a bit of a break out of the rain in the cab here of the truck. So if we've got 41 grand left, then we do have enough budget to hire the equipment that we need. However, it looks like the rain is going to be in for the rest of the day, easing up around 4 o'clock by the looks of it. But do we really want to start harvesting then? I don't know. It is going to be dry overnight though. My concern is that next month it is looking like rain again. And this is the decision that farmers often have to make, waiting for a break in the weather to see if we can actually get out and harvest, and that fear of getting it wrong and therefore losing potentially an entire crop to bad weather.
Hey, computer guy. Did you know we could send our apples down to the grape processing plant? They'll turn them things into apple juice and cider.
No, I didn't know that, Dusty. Well, that's a turn up as well. Why don't you pick up the little blue trailer and take all our apples down there?
That was my fault exactly.
Well, do you know what? Today's not turning out to be too bad after all. I'll head back to the farm with the truck. I'll see you back there. I think Dusty is the luckiest person I know. Anytime there's ever an issue, he seems to come out smelling like roses. If that was me on my own, then everything would have turned to crap. But yeah, having Dusty back is definitely a good luck omen, that's for sure. Well, home sweet home. The weather ain't so sweet, I must admit. And as I say, I think that's put a dampener, quite literally, on us doing anything with our cotton this month. So next time round, we're going to hire a piece of equipment for this. And I suspect we're going to get out in the fields and give these one last mow to complete our massive, massive bin of silage that we're about to make for next year. So join me and Dusty again next time around. Hit subscribe and get notified, like the video to help out the channel, and if I don't speak to you before, have yourselves all a very Merry Christmas. Take care now, bye bye.